Hello, and welcome to another installment of Sekhie Reacts!
Season's greetings, everyone.
Our literal best content that we put out on this fucking channel are these goddamn reacts.
Oh, this year, I guess I could start there. This year, the Santa and FGO is Florence Nightingale. So we thought, hey, why not do Florence Nightingale this week? That said, I don't know when the event actually starts, so we could be timing this perfectly, or we could be timing this like absolute dog shit, and she's been out for 5 days or so. The Ozymandias video goes out tomorrow, if you can't tell by the date in the bottom corner, I guess.
I cut that out when I started filming, so they can't actually see a date in the bottom corner.
Oh, well, just for reference, Ozymandias goes up tomorrow. I hope you guys like it.
Actually, Ozymandias doesn't go up till Wednesday.
Oh, is it Wednesday?
Yeah.
Oh, Wednesday. Okay. Tomorrow's probably a Talk No Jutsu. You guys should watch that. Yeah. It's not very good. Alright, so Florence Nightingale.
Mother of modern nursing.
Yes. I see you did a little bit of research.
Look, I appreciate what Florence Nightingale has done for women, but I also think that some of her opinions about women are absolute fucking bullshit.
This is Florence Nightingale.
Why is she vaguely overweight? Or does it just look that way?
I think it just kind of looks that way.
Okay, I was going to say, I've never seen a fate servant be, like, overweight. A female fate servant be overweight.
Let's see if I can find the card. Oh, yeah, there's...
Oh, cute. Oh, she has a little mochi donut hairball in the chibi.
Yes, she does.
It's like a mochi donut. Okay, well, she looks very... Why is she so militaristic?
Because we'll get to that in a minute. She was actually a military nurse at one point.
I know, I'm aware of that. It looks like she's dressed in, like, an actual military uniform, and nurses wouldn't have worn, like, a men's military uniform at the time, especially not with a mini skirt. They would have worn, like, nurses' uniforms.
Artistic liberty, Sekhie. Artistic liberty.
She looks like a Russian figure skater skating to, like, the Imperial March or something.
Funny, I think she actually fought in Crimea.
Yeah.
Or she was not fought, but was a nurse in Crimea.
Well, she was a nurse during the Crimean War,
yeah.
But she worked mostly in Constantinople at the time.
That's right.
Istanbul was Constantinople, now it's Istanbul, not Constantinople.
So it sounds like you did your research well enough to know she was the British nurse, very
Born
important for modern
yep.
Nurse.
Yep, but also kind of a bitch to other women.
Kind of. She's still very influential, though. They still use...
She is, but she also said one time during her life that she'd never met a woman who had ever used any of her advice one iota to improve themselves in any way more so than a man had ever helped them. And honestly, you know, I appreciate you. I appreciate what you did for, like, women in medicine and women in work, but she had some really bad takes on the fact that she thought that men did more for women than women ever did. And that it was kind of women's fault if they didn't stand up and take the bull by its horns.
Yeah, but this is fate. They do... Look, if we went over every servant, Ku Klane would be a much worse person than he is.
Fair. We're not going to talk about that because we will do a Ku video eventually just for me to gush.
Yes, so every one of them have bad takes that are either of their time or bad acts that were very...
Look, people, history sucked. You never want to be a part of history. Everyone in history sucked. Unequivocally. But
what she did for nursing was very, like... I think the fatality rate on the battlefield was 40%, and she dropped that to 5%. That's just still fucking impressive.
Oh, yeah, and she started a school of nursing that's now part of the London College.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And the oath that nurses take, sort of the nurses' version of the Hippocratic Oath, I believe it's called the Oath of Nightingale or something like that.
I think
so. And then they use a very slightly modified version to make it a little bit less of its time.
Technically, the Hippocratic Oath should be called the Imhotepic Oath, but,
Go to hell, Sekhie.
I'm just commenting here.
Well, at the request of the viewers, I think we're going to go a little more in depth into what Nightingale's skills are here.
The viewers seem to think that I have much more of a encyclopedic brain than I do. But we're gonna try.
You need to understand her encyclopedia starts and ends in Egypt, I think.
And Ku.
And Ku.
my Ku baby.
So, her first skill here is called Nurse of Steel.
Okay, that makes sense. That's actually a pretty cool name to have a skill as.
Effectively, to my understanding at least, it allows her to use 18th and 19th century nursing techniques a much higher quality than even modern medical techniques.
Nice.
Her next skill is Human Anatomy Understanding, which is a skill that allows her to practice both better healing and better killing.
I mean, that is eminently practical and actually what anatomy helps you with. Because if you know anatomy, you know exactly what parts of the body only need a certain amount of pressure to break, and you know exactly how much pressure you need to crush a windpipe, and it is not as much as you think. I've taken a few anatomy classes in my day, and a couple of osteology classes.
Her last skill is called Scream of the Angel. It's a battle cry sort of thing, because there's some anecdotes that her arriving on the battlefield was as an angel descending to the battlefield.
Yeah, she was very much kind of mythologized by, people at the time. I mean, a lot of people say that her exploits were probably greatly exaggerated in a lot of the historical records, but it doesn't really change the fact that even that mythical perception of her caused, like, huge leaps forward for women, and especially for nurses. So that I could definitely see that. That makes a lot of sense.
Now, I want to go back up here, because I did kind of gloss over. Nightingale's class is a berserker.
Oh, that's interesting. I would have thought she'd be a caster, honestly.
You would think, but if she were a caster, I'm pretty sure the implication is she wouldn't actually be fighting, because Nightingale very famously, or I guess somewhat anecdotally, did not like the cruel world, so why would someone like that ever be on a fighting and killing?
Yeah.
Nightingale's logic as a berserker, Nightingale is very open to clean amputations to keep the rest of the body healthy.
Oh, okay.
So the idea is, if a part of the world is sick, amputate it!
Holy fuck. That is a very short road to genocide. That is a short walk. That is a long walk off a short cliff in certain situations.
This version of Nightingale, to my knowledge, is only in FGO and the arcade version.
Yeah.
So that's all we're risking spoiling here going forward, I think.
I mean, I could see her as a berserker. I mean, she really kind of pushed her way through, establishing nursing as this major thing.
So her noble phantasm is called the Nightingale Pledge.
Oh, okay.
To put it simply, I'm going to show you what it looks like in a minute, but effectively, in lore, to my understanding, it forces everyone on the field to drop their weapons and stop fighting.
Okay.
Obviously, I'm going to pull up YouTube real quickly to pull that up. I hope this video is clean.
Yeah.
No more mistakes on this channel, Sekhie.
Fuck you. It's fixed. Only the real ones will know what we're referring to.
Click out. Oh.
You're gonna have to X that. X that! It's a mini player. Knick-knack. A mini player.
You might want to mute that section.
It's fine.
All
That's
right,
actually
so.
been in a few of our videos before on accident.
Here it is. Let me skip to the NP. Here it is. It also fully heals its allies, I forgot to mention.
Oh, okay. That makes sense.
And yes, it is another stand. Could you tell that JoJo is influential?
Look, JoJo seems to be influential. Did you just kick something?
No, I hit my phone against the desk.
Oh, okay.
Lay off me, Sekhie.
No!
Alright, so next one, the entire reason we're doing this, is Santa. So Santa.
Santa baby, slip a sable under the tree
Let's
for
see if
me.
they've got both the card and
Ooh!
So that's
I
Nightingale
like
Santa.
Santa.
I think this should... No, that's...
Look, for once...
Oh, that's just art. That's not actually a version.
Okay, for once in my life, I'm gonna be honest here, and I'm gonna say I'm not liking, like, the Nightingale Santa for any, like, weird reason, like I liked Nobu, like, Step on Me Mommy, but, like, Nightingale Santa just actually looks like a cool example of taking, the historical dress from that period, and then kind of making it a little bit more modern and making it look really good, actually. Like, I think that just looks really good. You know what I mean?
That was the Santa's last card art, I think. The fan service art, the one that they get the artists to go all in on.
Okay. I like this one.
So, Nightingale Santa was created, and I don't know the story behind this fully. I haven't played the event. It doesn't come out for another week or two, I think. Mm-hmm. But a certain servant named Nursery Rhyme modified Nightingale Santa and gave her the yearly Santa abilities, which made her an archer and somewhat more polite than her berserker counterpart.
Okay. Nice.
This is her noble phantasm and kind of her shtick in general. You see that gun there?
Uh-huh.
Nightingale shoots something called assault medicine.
Assault medicine?
Yes.
Okay, you know what that reminds me of? There's this dude on TikTok, Plague Doctor. I've come to cure your existence! And then he shoots you. That's what that reminds me. Nightingale Santa has come to cure your existence!
So, logically, if you were to shoot an ally and intend for it to heal them, it'll heal them. But let's go back to Berserker Nightingale's idea of if you need to cure a sick part of the world, the easiest thing to do is amputate it.
Oh my fucking god. That is the most... I don't even know if that's Machiavellian. That is the most cutthroat
If Nightingale considers an enemy a disease, it's going to look more assault than medicine.
That is the most mercenary thing. I love it. I love this.
Let me go ahead and pull up that one. And this will be blind for me, too. If, titties fall out of here, I am very sorry for our YouTube channel.
No, you're not.
I mean, I'll be getting something out of it at the very least.
That's what I mean. No, you're not. You're not sorry.
NP.
Watching Nick Nack struggle to find the NP is fun.
You really saved it for the end, huh, Plushy Mistress? No, respect to Plushy Mistress.
Yeah, respect.
Actual respect here. I'm entirely saying that in jest. Look. Is that alright with you, Sekhie?
Yes. It's fine. My YouTube's so fucked up anyways. What is this Mary Poppins bullshit?
Assault medicine!
Why is this just aggressive Mary Poppins?
Oh yes, I think the umbrella is the gun. Merry Christmas!
This is just aggressive Mary Poppins! You gave Mary Poppins an assault rifle in her umbrella. It's like Hagrid's umbrella, but with an assault rifle. And it's Mary Poppins!
Alright, so...
What the shit? That's amazing!
So, I think I've got one last thing for you here, Sekhie.
Okay.
This is something that's been passed around the fandom a bit. I don't know where exactly it was sourced from. This could be bullshit or it could be not. But there was a certain Reddit interaction between a Nightingale fan
Oh no.
and a great-great-great-great-grandnephew of Florence Nightingale.
Oh no. Reddit is where bad things happen. Can you even read that?
No, I have it here, though.
I certainly can't.
So I'm just going to leave it there, and I will read it out, a dramatic retelling.
Oh boy.
It starts out with...
Oh wait, I can actually kind of read that.
Yes, I'll scroll down a little bit as I go here.
Okay.
With a post, Florence Nightingale is my great-great-great-aunt IRL. I came here to find out how y'all are treating her after finding out she's in this game and y'all are calling her your waifu.
Oh no. Oh no.
Avert
your eyes!
A Redditor named Savadava says, "This feels awkward, but if you feel like inheriting her legacy, I can waifu you too."
Avert your eyes, children!
The Descendant says, "I think I have to refuse that offer, but thanks, lol. And trust me, this is hardly awkward. What was awkward was finding out people are looting my almost 200-year-old great-aunt."
No!
The Redditor says, "Then you may feel disappointed that you're talking to the ringleader."
No.
The Descender says, "Oh no, today truly is a cursed day." The Redditor says, "It will be if we let it end here."
What?
The Descendant says, "I'm afraid and morbidly curious of the implications of this text you have typed. How far does this looting rabbit hole go?" The Redditor, we have to establish a safe word first.
Nick Nack, I need a safe word. I feel unsafe in this conversation.
The Descendant, "I'm even more scared and curious now. What have you done to my ancestors?"
That's not a sentence you want to ask, sir.
Redditor, "Every assumption you've had before coming to this conversation." Later on, the Descendant says, "You've single-handedly cursed my entire family's bloodline." The Redditor, "In hopes of adding mine to it. Some call it art." They then crossed it. They then submitted, if it's too creepy, just give the say-so. And then they crossed it out, because I think the conversation went away.
Okay.
The Descendant, nah, it's all good, mate. Well, I don't mind at all. Just out of curiosity, because I don't play the game, I just found out recently how she is portrayed character-wise. I just found out about it recently. How is she portrayed character-wise? I looked it up, but you seem like an expert. She told a Herculean cleric...
Herculean.
Or a Herculean Celtic who turned monster empowered by a wish-granting Doomhickey to go kill himself. Kept a warrior with the strength to rival demigods in a bag. Wrestled with hundreds of swole Celtic warriors and tried to amputate me on more than several occasions. Diplomatically settled the feud between two rivaling world-renowned geniuses that held the strongest positions in a country facing peril, assisting in killing a demon originating from a powerful Jewish figure, and finally, she saved America. I'm sure you have even more questions now. The Descendant. Huh. Pretty close to the real person, apparently. This sounds interesting. I might have to actually play this game. Edit. Even if it did inspire hentai of my ancestors. Redditor. You have certified the reasons for my falling for her to be canon. You are a blessing to this world. The flirt was ordained to happen. The Descendant. I'm not entirely sure how to feel about somebody who lewds my dead ancestors calling me a blessing, but nobody else will, so I'll take it. The Redditor. I'm a creep who takes pride in his work. Have fun with the game if you actually do play it. It's 6 a.m. now. I'm heading to bed. This is a fun talk. I'm going to immortalize this convo. The Descendant. Alright, lol. Have fun looting my ancestors, lol. You seem like a cool guy, so feel free to PM me if you want any forbidden family knowledge on Nightingale. The Redditor. A man as lucky as me should not even be alive.
Look. You know, sometimes we just need... sometimes we just need a 6th Great Extinction event. You know? Like, another asteroid just needs to impact down in the middle of Japan, sending shockwaves and ash clouds and dust and volcanoes erupting all across the world, ending life as we know it, killing off 90% of species living on the Earth, with the exception of bugs who will rise up and become the next dominant species on this. We have had our time. This is the end. This is the end, Knick-Knack.
Merry Christmas, everyone, and Happy New Year.
We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry